Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Anthony with the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel, and of course you are tuned in to the daily vlog series, and this is a brand new week. Not only is this a brand new week, but this is an exciting week. We are talking about Game Developers Conference 2018, GDC 2018. It kicks off this week. There is a lot of stuff that's going on. A lot of announcements are happening at all times. We've got some HTC Vive Pro news that is huge. We've also got some big time Magic Leap news as well. So there is some good stuff to dig into today. So why don't we go ahead and get the party started? All right, story number one is I can predict the future. Yeah, go ahead and call me Nostradamus because I called it, folks. This is I told you so part two. No, not exactly. Okay, so what am I talking about here? Obviously, the biggest news across the VR gaming landscape is the HTC Vive Pro. So we finally got our information in regards to the HTC Vive Pro. I've been wondering for the longest time, when are pre-orders gonna start? This was supposed to be a first quarter 2018 product. This was supposed to be an early 2018 product. And here we are in the month of March. We didn't know about pre-orders. Well, now we do. Pre-orders have begun today, but that's not the story. The story is the price tag, $799.99. Now, the price tag might not be all that surprising to a lot of people out there, but it's certainly surprising when you realize that you do not get controllers, you do not get base stations. This is an a la carte package, and it's still going for this whopping $800 price. Now, you guys might remember back to episode 107, there was a rumor about this $800 price, and I actually speculated on that episode that this could be HMD only, and I said that this is not that big of a shocker that this could happen. Of course, everybody in the comments thought I had lost my mind. They thought I was absolutely crazy. Well, I'm curious, these same people that thought I was crazy, what do you think about now? Because it's not so crazy, is it? It's not such baseless speculation, is it? Okay, so what we found out today is the HTC Vive Pro a la carte, it is $799. Pre-orders start today, and the device, the HMD, will begin shipping April 5th. In fact, you can go to Amazon right now. You can pre-order it right now. You can go to htcvive.com. You can pre-order it right now. And in fact, if you go to the HTC Vive website, there is a video there that is kind of announcing this. Dan O'Brien is on the video. He's talking about all the details, and so it kind of breaks down like this. So yeah, this headset is available a la carte. You do not get controllers, you do not get a base station. What you do get is you get a brand new link box that does have a power button. It also has that little power LED indicator on the top of it as well. You get the brand new proprietary cable that runs from the HTC Vive Pro to the link box itself. There could be some other additional little cables that are included, but you must supply your own base stations and your own controllers. So basically, this product is being considered an upgrade. You're supposed to still have all of your stuff, and all you're basically doing is upgrading the individual headset itself. Now, $799, I mean, you want to talk about sticker shock. It is bouncing all over Reddit. It's all over the internet today. People have their mouths agape over this. They are shocked. They cannot believe it. Some people are like, get the out of here, you know what I'm saying? They're like, there's no way. $799 and it doesn't include a full package? Well, this is something that we kind of should have been prepared for a while now, because HTC has continued to say that this is for a prosumer market, that this is their really high-end headset, that they still have the regular vanilla HTC Vive that is available for everybody like it always has been, a full entire package, and we have some more information on that a little bit later, but let's stick with the HTC Vive Pro for now. But yeah, so HTC has been saying this all along, that they're continuing to sell the regular Vive, that this is not completely replacing the regular Vive, that this is a high-end package. What HTC has also said is that much later this year, there could be a full package that will include controllers and will include base stations and the whole deal. But that is coming later this year, that this is an upgrade-only option at this point in time. Now, how shocked are we out there, and how shocked should we be by this? I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, even though I've talked about this already, I talked about this in episode 107 of our show here. I talked about this on a VR Roundtable episode as well, where I said, you know what, I'm not that shocked by this $800 price if that rumor ended up being true, and it has ended up being true. That rumor was spot on. So Canadian website Mobile Syrup, apparently they had the story early and they accidentally kind of let it slip, and they were on the money. $800 is the actual price for the unit here in the US. And I'm not tremendously shocked by this from a number of different angles. First of all, we have to remember here, HTC is not going to manufacture hundreds of thousands of HTC Vive Pros all at once. That is not going to happen. They're going to have an initial batch of HTC Vive Pros that they're going to manufacture. They can only manufacture so many of these things at a particular time. And basically, I think HTC, when they looked at this situation, they thought, well, you know, I kind of see a way that we can do this. We continue to offer the HTC Vive as your normal full-on package. We offer the Vive Pro headset only as an upgrade option. And basically, there is a pin-up demand. People have had the original Vive for 2 full years now. There's a lot of people out there that would like to step it up. And as expensive as this might seem at $799.99, I mean, it's certainly not a cheap item out there, but as expensive as it is, there's enough of a pin-up demand that I fully expect this to completely sell out. If you go to Reddit right now and you look at these different threads on Reddit, everybody is acting like this is the most crazy thing in the world. They can't believe that HTC is crazy enough to do this. What the hell are they thinking? I still feel they're going to sell this stuff out. There is a lot of money out there, folks. People are making a lot of money doing a lot of different things. There's a lot of discretionary income to be blown on a lot of stuff. And this HTC Vive Pro headset at $799.99, it will sell, and it will sell well initially. Now, of course, eventually all these early adopters and all the people that have the big money and they want to just throw it at this, they don't care about the price. They're going to throw the money at this. People that have already pre-ordered their HTC Vive Pros already as we speak, some people already have their pre-orders locked in. They're going to run out of these people at a certain point in time. And when they run out of those people and when their sales kind of fall off a cliff, then they'll make an adjustment at that point. And they can always drop the price by $100 and leave it like that for a little bit and then drop the price again, you know, so there's a lot of options there. The one thing that a company can't do really is raise the price. You can always bring a price down, so it can be a good idea for a lot of these companies to maybe start off a bit high, juice those early adopters, juice the people with that pin-up demand, squeeze every little penny you can out of these people, and then when you're out of all of them, then okay, reevaluate your situation. And then obviously at the end of the year, when they have their full complete package, I'm sure that's when a major reevaluation will take place, and that's when a lot of things will change as far as the pricing goes. So I really don't think this is necessarily a huge panic situation that should be going through the Vive community or through the VR gaming industry in general. This is just the way the game is played, and I think HTC, they're doing okay. Now, obviously, this is not the greatest marketing look, you know, out there, so they're taking a hit there, and they're going to take a hit in public opinion, and some people are already saying, HTC, I'm never going with them again. I'm getting a Samsung Odyssey. You know, you have some people that are saying that as well, and they're saying, screw HTC. I'm never buying another HTC product, blah, 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 blah. So there is a little bit of a blowback that HTC is going to have to deal with this major announcement. But hey, it's coming on April 5th. Some people are super excited. They got their pre-orders in and they are ready to go. Now let's go ahead and bounce over to story number 2. And this is almost like a footnote, and it's a damn shame that it is, because you know what? The standard HTC Vive package is now available for $499.99. Yes, you heard me right. The price has dropped $100. You can go to Amazon right now and you can buy yourself a standard HTC Vive package, brand spanking new, for $499. And this is a huge story in and of itself, because here's the thing about this. It's only $100 difference over the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift has had this huge price disparity advantage situation that they've been milking ever since the summer of Rift. HTC did bring their price down to $599, which kind of stopped the bleeding a little bit, but you still had this big $200 gap. Now it's simply a mere $100. And when you start thinking about adding additional sensors, the gap isn't even as big as it appears to be. But we can't go down that road too much, because of course the Oculus people will say, well, wait a minute, you got to buy the deluxe audio strap if you want to be at the same level of an Oculus Rift. So it gets into a little bit of tit for tat. So we don't need to worry about that. But you know what? This is great news. $499 for the standard Vive package. It is great news, and it's kind of unfortunate that this has absolutely been buried at the bottom of all the shock and awe that has taken place over the HTC Vive Pro's $799 banger of a price, and that is a true banger. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead, and that's pretty much the HTC Vive story. And by the way, that $499 price for the regular Vive, you can get that right now, folks, so you don't have to wait at all for that. Okay, story number 3, Magic Leap. Yeah, Magic Leap is going to be at GDC as well. They have some talks going on. There's a number of people from Magic Leap that are going to be talking about how to make your own games with this spatial computing platform that they love to talk about. But really the big news here with Magic Leap is they have released their SDK today. The SDK is called the Lumen SDK. And if you go to www.magicleap.com/creator, you can actually download the SDK right now. And it also says coming soon, Lumen Runtime. So that's going to be coming soon as well. So developers can start downloading the preview builds of Unreal Engine 4 and Unity for use with Magic Leap to start experimenting with spatial computing on the Magic Leap platform. In fact, I have a quote from the Magic Leap blog where they've kind of announced this. Here's their quote. "We've learned countless lessons and evolved the way we think about creating for this new spatial computing platform. Now it's time to start sharing those learnings. We are excited to invite creators, artists, innovators, and developers to come with us early on in this journey into the next phase of computing." So Magic Leap, you know, this is real. They are getting ready to roll out a product this year, and the dominoes need to start falling. This is what people have been talking about in the Magic Leap subreddit, because there was some debate there. Are they really going to release their SDK at GDC? And some of the people there were saying they have to do this. The SDK has to come out. If they're actually releasing a product this year, they have to do this. There can be no waiting. Other people are saying, well, no, they could still wait a little bit while longer. They're going to have this big thing sometime in the spring where they're going to have their own event. Maybe they could wait for that. But no, it is available today. The SDK is out there. There is a lot of information that has leaked out there. And in fact, I want to bring up some facts that have been discovered by a number of Redditors that have been poring over this information since the second all of this stuff has leaked out. And they've been able to find some interesting details. In fact, I'll give credit to Redditor a Jedi 32 because he basically looked over all this information that has been released, and he has come up with some interesting, juicy tidbits about the details on Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition. So basically, what are some of the details that we found out today? 6 degrees of freedom tracked controller. So it has been confirmed the controller is 6 degrees of freedom. Obviously, this is crucial because we've seen there have been some standalone headsets in the VR world where the headset is 6 degrees of freedom, but the controller isn't. And there's a very big disconnect when you have a situation like that. So the fact that we got 6 degrees of freedom from the track controller, that is good news. Number 2, eye tracking has been confirmed. We weren't absolutely 100% positive that eye tracking was going to be featured in Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition, but it is. It has been confirmed. Multiple depth of field display has been confirmed. Persistent location tracking across multiple rooms, and also as far as the processor / GPU power, it is supposedly comparable to high-end mobile hardware, whatever that means. We don't know exactly what that means. Some information was discovered in regards to the software. The Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition is going to be using a custom operating system that is based on Android, but is heavily modified. Remember, Google owns around a 20% stake in Magic Leap. Sundar Pichai sits on the board of directors at Magic Leap, so there is a pretty good relationship between Google and Magic Leap, and so they are using an Android-based operating system that has been heavily modified. Multiple apps can run at once and be displayed in this same physical space. This has also been confirmed with all the information that has leaked out today. Now, in addition to all of this good information that has leaked out, a lot of limitations have also been discovered about the device, some of which could really throw a wet blanket on this entire Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition situation that is going on. So what are the limitations? Field of view is going to be rather small. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, we do not have rock solid specific numbers about the field of view, but it must be within all of this information. They're kind of letting developers know that the field of view is going to be small. This is obviously a major disappointment. We were really hoping for at least some kind of improvement on HoloLens, maybe not up to like Avegant or something like that, but we were hoping for quite a bit of an improvement in regards to field of view. Unfortunately, it looks like this Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition is not going to have the field of view that we're looking for. Okay, other disappointments. Variable depth of field display work well with objects less than a foot from your face. So basically, here's the deal. You don't really want to get super close up to objects. This is going to be a limitation for Magic Leap. That hurts as well. It takes a few seconds for the system to adjust when you move real objects around. So for example, if you move your sofa from one location to another, the Magic Leap Creator 1 Edition it's going to take a little while for it to adjust to the movement of real world physical objects. So for example, if there's a chair that's sitting there and they're putting something on the chair and somebody in your real life scenario moves that chair, it could screw up your experience a little bit. There is going to be a delay, takes a few seconds. It depends on what they're talking about here. Is a few seconds 4 or 5 seconds, or is it like 10, 15, 20 seconds? Not really sure what the situation is going to be about with that. And then the display can't draw darkness or black. And the downside with this is virtual objects cannot cast shadows on real life objects. So that is going to hurt a little bit with the realism as well. And so if you head over to the Magic Leap subreddit, there is a ton more information over there. I've just covered some of the absolute bare minimum stuff with some of these breakdowns, but there is some detailed information over there because People are absolutely poring over every little bit of information that has come out today from Magic Leap, and more information is going to be coming out within the next several days as well. So we have all of that to look forward to as we move through this GDC week. So I got to bounce out of here. Sorry for a little bit of a shorter show today, but man, there was some major news that happened today. HTC Vive Pro, $799. Headset only. The HTC Vive standard package is $499, its lowest price ever in terms of a permanent price, a new price drop. That's great news. Let's not have that buried. And then of course, the Magic Leap SDK is now available, and tons of information is coming out in regards to Magic Leap with the Lumen SDK. Remember folks, Apex Construct for the HTC Vive and Oculus Rift, it is available tomorrow. I am playing the PC VR version right now. I've played it quite a bit over the weekend. I'm really liking this game. I'm really enjoying this game, but I will have some extended thoughts tomorrow for the official launch of the game. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I will see everybody tomorrow. This, of course, has been episode 121 of our daily vlog series for Monday, March 19th. Everybody have a wonderful Monday, and I will see everybody tomorrow on Tuesday. Take it easy. Later.